Business referrals are being talked about more and more these days as an important form of networking. For many companies, they have quickly found out that in order to grow, it isn't necessarily what you know, but who you know that can make all the difference. Phil Bedford is Managing Director at the Referral Institute here in Dubai and is with us tonight on Emirates News. Phil, thanks a lot for coming in.
Pleasure.
So in simple terms, you specialize in creating referrals for life. How can this actually help business people?
Well, Greg, if you were to ask the majority of business owners, salespeople, where they get most of their business from, their best quality business, over 91% will tell you that it comes through referral or leads, as some people call it. However, if you were to actually ask these individuals where they spend their marketing budget and put most of their time, they'll actually tell you they put it into marketing and advertising or PR. And then when you look at the actual percentages, it's an imbalance. The majority will come by referral, the minority will come through the other forms. That's an imbalance. Why do they not put it into the 70% of referral? Well, historically, because that comes by chance. So what we do at the Referral Institute is we show business owners how to develop a system to generate predictable referrals for their business.
And how can businesses actually use referrals then in layman's terms?
In layman's terms, the businesses can actually develop a system by utilizing key relationships. Most people know about 2,000 people, but the problem is they don't know who they know. So what we do is we show them how to bring that 2,000 people down to about 8 key individuals. They develop stronger relationships with the individuals. They train them, motivate and educate them to bring them the business they need. But this is done on a reciprocal basis. So it's a giver's gain, a reciprocity.
Now, do referrals mean companies can actually spend less on their marketing budgets?
Well, absolutely. The great thing about referrals is it's ultimately free. All it costs you is the time to develop relationships. And if you do speak to most people about how much they spend, classic spend could go between 2,000 dirhams and a couple of 100,000 dirhams in a paper. And quite often it's hard to track the results, whereas referrals can be tracked and they're free.
So how does Dubai compare when it comes to embracing referrals?
Well, Dubai is very much a networking city. One of the things we all love about it so much is the different cultures, the energy, and people do spend a lot of their time networking, whereas in other cultures they don't. Historically, though, a lot of the networking, this is global, is not real networking. What most people are actually doing is cold calling face to face, which is kind of a disconnect with the word of networking. So Dubai has got a lot of energy. Could a lot of people learn to network better? Absolutely. But on the whole, it's a great place to network and develop business.
Well, that's all we've got time for, Phil Bedford, but very interesting. Thank you very much there from the Referrals Institute.
Pleasure.